Hello and welcome back to another video. Today here again on Forza Horizon 5 to showcase some more Event Lab routes submitted on my Discord server. Link to that in the description if you want to join, by the way. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done a video on some of your routes, so it's time to bring that back with this video. Let's begin with a route over on the new Rally Adventure expansion, which is actually the first one from that map that's been submitted on my Discord server, and therefore the first time it's featured in one of these videos. This one's made by Dan the Man, and it's called the Bosque Forest Circuit. As ever, share codes will be shown on screen for you to give these routes a go yourselves, if you like the look of them during this video. At the moment, this one only has a one-lap blueprint, but do watch out on Dan's Creative Hub for any more versions of other builds. I'll show that somewhere on screen here. This route is actually situated at the top of the Rally Adventure map in the jungly deforestation bit, and is an all-tarmac route, which is actually quite difficult to do on the Rally expansion. It is, though, quite a long circuit due to the limited tarmac roads available to actually loop round in a circuit to an existing start line. And being on the expansion also means it's pretty technical in general, but was still a lot of fun in this A-Class Ford Focus rally car, and I imagine anything else in kind of A-Class or lower would be pretty good around this circuit. Secondly, let's take a look at another track made by Dan, this time back over on the mainland for the Tierra bypass. At the moment, this one has a 3-lap blueprint. The route is situated on the edge of Guanajuato, but is mostly outside of the city. Like the one on the Rally expansion, it's also quite a long route, but is a much faster, more flowing track. Although it does have some technical sections and a couple of hairpins and things to kind of add some interest. So it has some fast bits, some twisty bits, some technical bits, has a quite nice bit of variety there. I actually ran this in a stock Huracan STO in S1 class, which I did find a lot of fun, as it does kind of suit a faster vehicle overall, I would say, this circuit. So I would recommend using something similar if you give this route a test. This one I think we might potentially put into the routes that are possible to use in our weekly racing series, so watch out for this track returning at some point in that, maybe. So, moving on from those couple of routes, let's take a look at a couple of routes that are completely custom creations, not making use of Forza's roads, as we've seen in the previous two today. Starting with this incredible creation, the Pinewood Hills Raceway. As I say, it's a totally custom-built route and has a lot of inclines and descents, whilst remaining relatively smooth, which is always impressive, because I know how fiddly these props are to line up if you're building a sort of off-the-ground, your own creation track, rather than making use of Forza's roads. There are 3 blueprints shared. The one you see here is anything goes and set to 10 laps, but there's also a 10-lap blueprint exclusive to track toys and a league racing version with some checkpoints to stop any track extending limits in quite so many places as you saw were potential for in that one we've just looked at. This one could also work well for our weekly racing series, I think, so potentially watch out for it returning in a future race video if we race it in our series. The second one of these completely custom routes, and the final one that I'm showcasing today, is called the Forlenau Schleife, and again has a lot of inclines and descents, whilst maintaining a smooth road surface, which I'm always impressed by, like I always say in these videos. Just like that one, there are also 3 blueprints. The one you see here is anything goes and 10 laps, but there's also one for A-Class Super GT cars, and again a league racing version with checkpoints to stop track cutting cornering. And just like that previous one, this has potential, I think, to be used in our racing series. The only problem with these completely custom ones is sometimes there are a couple of bumps, and walls are never quite smooth in Event Lab, despite creators' best efforts, but I think this one does also have potential to be used in our racing series. As I said with that first route today, do keep an eye on Creative Hubs for any updated versions or any new creations. And that brings an end to today's video. As ever, do let me know what you think of the 4 routes showcased today, and if you have your own routes that you'd potentially like to see showcased in a future video just like this one, you can submit them over on my Discord server, which, as I say, is linked in the description. For now, though, that is going to be all, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.